Stop everything you think you know about memory loss. What if I told you the most powerful brain repair happening in your body happens while you sleep, costs less than a cup of coffee a day, and won't require a single prescription?
Your brain isn't slowly dying. It's waiting for the right fuel to rebuild itself overnight. I'm going to walk you through 5 foods, ranked from very powerful to absolutely extraordinary, that are backed by science to help heal brain cells, restore memory, and slow cognitive decline.
Stick with me to the end. Number 1 might surprise you, and it's something most people throw away. Before we count down, one headline you need to hear. Researchers at UCLA found that adults over 65 who consistently ate specific neuroprotective foods had a 47% lower risk of developing memory-related cognitive decline compared to those who didn't.
47%. That's nearly half the risk just from food. I'll give you practical ways to add each of these foods into your daily life, how to prepare them for maximum benefit, and why the timing matters, especially in relation to sleep, when your brain does its most important housekeeping.
Number 5. Wild blueberries. Blueberries aren't new to brain talk, but wild blueberries are a different story. A Tufts University study in adults 68 to 84 showed that 1 cup of wild blueberries a day for 12 weeks improved episodic memory, the ability to recall events, roughly reversing about 2.5 years of cognitive aging.
Wild blueberries are loaded with anthocyanins, deep blue-purple pigments that cross the blood-brain barrier, neutralize oxidative stress, and stimulate production of BDNF, brain-derived neurotrophic factor, which is like fertilizer for neurons. BDNF helps strengthen connections and supports neurogenesis.
How to use them. Choose frozen wild blueberries over conventional fresh varieties. Freezing breaks down cell walls and can boost anthocyanin availability. Eat them about 2 hours before bed, so these compounds are circulating when your brain's overnight cleaning system ramps up. Pair a cup with a small fat source, a drizzle of extra virgin olive oil, or a spoonful of full-fat Greek yogurt to help absorption, because fat helps older digestive systems take up these nutrients more efficiently. Number 4. Fatty fish.
Think of DHA as premium structural steel for your brain. Fatty fish like wild-caught salmon, mackerel, and sardines offer preformed DHA that your brain needs. The Rush University study followed hundreds of older adults and found those with the highest DHA blood levels had cognitive decline at half the rate of those with low DHA. As you age, your body gets much worse at converting plant omegas into DHA, so eating marine sources is important. Practical guidance. Aim for at least 3 servings of fatty fish per week. A 4-ounce serving of wild salmon can deliver roughly 1,000 to 1,500 milligrams of DHA. Cook gently. Bake, poach, or lightly pan-sear, and avoid deep frying, which can destroy most of the beneficial fats. If fish isn't available, use a high-quality, pharmaceutical-grade fish oil supplement, providing at least 1,000 milligrams combined DHA plus EPA daily. For synergy, eat your fish with leafy greens like spinach or kale. The vitamin K and other nutrients help DHA integrate into brain cell membranes. Number 3. Lion's mane mushroom. This is one of those surprising traditional foods that modern science has validated. Lion's mane, a shaggy white mushroom, contains unique compounds, hericenones and erinacines, that stimulate nerve growth factor, NGF, which directs the brain's repair crew. A double-blind, placebo-controlled trial from Tohoku University showed people aged 50 to 80 with mild cognitive decline had meaningful cognitive improvements while taking lion's mane extract daily. The improvements faded after stopping, which suggests ongoing intake supports continuous repair. Take 1 dose in the morning and 1 in the evening to support both daytime protection and overnight repair. For best results, pair lion's mane with vitamin D3. Studies indicate vitamin D enhances NGF uptake across the blood-brain barrier, boosting the mushroom's effect.
Number 2. Pasture-raised egg yolks. Egg yolks are one of the most misunderstood foods in modern nutrition history. Your brain is about 60% fat and cholesterol. Cholesterol is essential for building neurons and for myelin, the insulating layer on nerve fibers. Even more important here is choline, a nutrient eggs deliver abundantly. A single large pasture-raised yolk contains roughly 147 milligrams of choline. Long-term studies from Boston University show that higher dietary choline correlates with better memory and fewer white matter lesions on brain scans, those small damaged areas that predict cognitive decline.
What to do? Eat 2 to 3 whole pasture-raised eggs most mornings. Cook them gently. Soft scramble, poach, or low-heat fry, since high heat can degrade choline. Don't rely on egg whites alone. The yolk is where the choline lives.
Pair eggs with half an avocado or a drizzle of olive oil. The mono and polyunsaturated fats boost absorption of the yolk's fat-soluble nutrients. If you've been avoiding eggs due to old cholesterol fears, discuss with your clinician. But for many older adults, restoring eggs to the diet has produced dramatic cognitive benefits.
And number 1, whole kiwi, skin and all. This is the one most people toss in the trash. Studies from Taipei Medical University and later replications show adults who ate 2 whole kiwis, skin included, about an hour before bed, fell asleep faster, had better sleep quality, and spent significantly more time in deep, slow-wave sleep.
Why does that matter? Deep sleep is when your brain's glymphatic system, its overnight plumbing, clears out toxic proteins like beta amyloid and tau, which are linked to Alzheimer's disease. Optimizing deep sleep consistently can dramatically improve this nightly cleaning.
Kiwi skin contains folate, serotonin precursors, and flavonoids like quercetin and camphorol, which support the body's production of melatonin and promote deeper, more restorative sleep. Improved sleep boosts glymphatic clearance. One study estimated optimizing this clearance could reduce Alzheimer's-related protein buildup by around 38% over a decade. How to prepare it? Wash 2 organic kiwis thoroughly and eat them whole about 45-60 minutes before bed. The skin is slightly fuzzy and tart, but edible. If the texture bothers you, blend the whole fruit into a small, warm almond milk smoothie with a pinch of cinnamon.
For extra sleep support, pair kiwi with a small handful of tart cherries or a tablespoon of tart cherry concentrate. Tart cherries are a natural source of melatonin and complement kiwi's sleep-promoting effects. Quick practical checklist and synergy tips.
Timing matters. Blueberries and lion's mane should be present in the bloodstream before sleep. Kiwi should be eaten close to bedtime to help sleep onset and deep sleep. Fish and eggs provide structural support continually, so regular weekly intake matters most. Combine foods for extra benefit. Fatty fish with leafy greens, eggs with avocado, blueberries with a little healthy fat, lion's mane alongside vitamin D3, kiwi with tart cherries for stronger sleep effects. If whole foods aren't accessible, choose high-quality supplements. Pharmaceutical-grade fish oil for DHA, standardized lion's mane extract, and a choline supplement if you can't eat eggs. But whole food matrices are usually more bioavailable and contain complementary nutrients, so prioritize real food when possible. A few real-world stories. Margaret, 74, avoided fish for decades thinking it was bad for her heart. After adding fatty fish 3 times a week, she finished a crossword for the first time in 6 years without looking anything up. Robert, 79, had been on a low cholesterol diet for 22 years. After reintroducing whole eggs and the other foods on this list, within 6 months, he was driving to appointments again and playing chess with his grandson. These aren't miracles. They're practical, predictable results when you give the brain the specific materials and signals it needs.
A final note from the heart. Cognitive decline is not inevitable. Memory loss is not a price you simply pay for getting older. Neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to change, grow, and repair, remains alive well into late life. These 5 foods, wild blueberries, fatty fish, lion's mane mushroom, pasture-raised whole eggs, and whole kiwi with the skin, are not magic cures. They are the building blocks, the raw materials and signals your aging brain is waiting for to do its repair work, especially during sleep. Now I want to hear from you. How old are you? And have you noticed changes in your memory or sharpness over the past few years? Drop your age and a quick note in the comments. I read and respond to as many as I can. If one of these foods surprised you, tell me which one and whether you'll try it this week. You deserve to remember birthdays, to follow a conversation, to wake up mentally present. It's never too late to start feeding your brain what it needs. Start small. Pick one change this week, maybe 2 whole kiwis before bed, or a cup of wild blueberries with yogurt, and build from there. Your brain will thank you tonight while you sleep.